All right, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, this is my first video. I will be talking about my predictions for the UFC Freedom 250 card. So let's dive right into it. First fight of the card, Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. This is a hard fight to tell. On one hand, you have the second-ranked fighter in the featherweight division, Diego Lopez. Is a great fighter. Knocked out Gene Silva, won against Adrian Ortega. Has had 3 losses, but those 3 losses have given him lots of experience. In his UFC debut, he lost against the now number 1 ranked, and who I personally think should get the next title shot, Movsar Evloev. His other 2 losses were handed in by Alexander Volkanovski. If you have gone 50 minutes with Volk, you have had some experience. That doesn't mean it will be a cakewalk for Lopez. Steve Garcia is a demon on the feet, knocking out David Onama in his most recent fight. Garcia has also knocked out Choi and Costa. He has 9 wins in the UFC. He has 8 knockouts. Diego Lopez has a good opponent, but in conclusion, I think Garcia will knock out Diego Lopez in round 3 in front of the president. The next fight I'll be talking about is Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins. First, we got Kyle Dawkins. He's a non-ranked middleweight. I personally don't know a lot about him. He has 2 wins out of his 2 UFC fights. His 2 wins weren't the greatest. I've heard he's a great fighter. Dawkins' opponent, Bo Nickel, is an experienced fighter. Nickel is a submission artist. From what I've seen, his wrestling is great in general. 3-time NCAA Division I wrestling champ, but Nickel's only real challenge was Ryder Ritter so far, and that was his only loss in the UFC. So, don't really know right now. To be honest, I think this might be the most boring fight on the card. Nobody get mad at me. And I think Bo Nickel is going to suck. Sorry for the stutter. I think Bo Nickel is going to submit Kyle Dawkins in round 2. Fight of the night alert. Derek Lewis versus the Incredible Hulk. Alright, first we got the 5th ranked heavyweight, Josh Hogan, aka the Incredible Hulk. Curtis Blades has been Josh Hogan's only real challenge. He just fought less than 2 months ago, so he might still be a little gassed out from that fight against Blades. He hasn't been in real MMA for that long, though he was a D1 college wrestler. So I'm still skeptical about him. Derek the Black Beast Lewis. Derek Lewis is 41 years old, so he's a little rusty. He has the most knockouts in UFC history with 17. He's coming off the loss against Waldo versus Costa. Also, if you hear something in the background, that's because I'm recording this at school. I just need something to fill it. Alright, this is like the fight of the night, and I think, in conclusion, Josh Hogan will win by unanimous decision. Alright, it has come to my attention that I forgot about Rufy versus Chandler, so I will do a quick preview on that. When I told you that this part would be quick, I meant it would be quick. Alright, Rufy, he's an up-and-comer, he has a lot of power in his punches, and he's young-ish. I didn't really do a lot of research for this one. It's on me. Recording. Alright, Michael Chandler, I'll have to say, he's washed. He's on like a 3-game losing streak, I'm pretty sure. He just waited like 2.5 years for Conor McGregor, which he's not getting that fight. So, yeah. Alright, for the final decision, due to Michael Chandler's washedness, I think Rufy's going to make up a cakewalk and knock him out in round 1. And I think Michael Chandler might possibly retire or leave the UFC. Alright, co-main event. Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Ariel Helwani. Abian Zahabi. Yeah, so let's just go into it. Alright. I'm trying to be as least biased as I can as a Sugar fan. Just kidding, this is my video and I'm gonna do what I want. So, starting off, Sean's coming off a win against Yadong. He has gone 50 minutes with Marab. He did lose. He actually got destroyed. But we don't talk about that. I still don't get why they didn't give him Corey Sandhagen instead of the 6th ranked. and has beaten Peter Yan, the champion. So, that's about it. And Sean's opponent, Ariel Helwani. I did it again, didn't I? Whoops. Men Amin Zahabi. Oh, not as funny this time. Okay. Alright, jokes aside. Amin Zahabi is 38 years old, so he's kind of emptied the gas tank, you know what I mean? He has only really gone through wash stepping stones to get here, like Cheeto, Jose Aldo, and now he just immediately gets Sean O'Malley. And he doesn't have the greatest KO power, looking at most of his victories being by decision. So, yeah. Alright. I didn't do the Ariel Helwani joke this time. I already did it twice. But in all seriousness, I know Sean O'Malley's knockout power has kind of eased away. But I think it's going to kind of come back to him in round 2. And Sean O'Malley's going to knock Amin Zahabi out in round 2. Alright, the co-main event for the heavyweight interim belt. Alex Poatan Pereira versus Cyril the Eye Poker Gane. I was stuck on this one for a while. I even looked at other YouTubers' predictions. So shout out to Hopero MMA and Bedtime MMA for your kind of help, even though I just watched your videos. Anyways, so let's dive right in. Alright, I'm not going to talk that long about Alex Pereira, aka Poatan, because, most people probably know a lot about him. He's a double champs. He's a knockout artist. He's still unknown how he's going to fight at heavyweight. But I think he just needs to stick to his normal style. Now, the eye poker. Cyril Gane. Still, I don't even believe that he deserved this. I think Pereira should have just gotten a straight shot at Aspinall when he returns. And Cyril Gane, like I just said, he has kind of Dana White privilege. He's always really been a size boy. But I think that the eye poke against Aspinall could make him it's hard to word it, but too scared to go in too far. So yeah, I might give Pereira a slight advantage. I finally came to my conclusion, and Pereira moving up a weight class, I think will put more power in his punches, and I think Gane's going to be a little too scared to go in just in case he gets another no contest against Pereira. So yeah, I think Pereira's going to get really comfortable and not knock Gane out in round 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 5-round fight. And it's time for your main event of the evening. All right, after I Bruce Buffer intro. So yeah, main event, light for the lightweight title. Champion Pereira versus the interim champion Justin Gaethje. I don't even know what to say about this fight. If you clicked on this video and you don't know who Ilya is, then kind of disappointed. But still, the reigning, defending lightweight champion. He's 17-0 right now. He's just coming off a round 1 knockout against Charles Oliveira, the BMF. And he's, in my opinion, the most powerful puncher in lightweight. All right, Justin Gaethje. This guy's 37 years old, so this is probably his last run, and I'm not going to say anything, actually. He's known to be able to take a beating. In the Max Holloway fight, he got knocked out in the last 10 seconds. But, Holloway was kind of beating the brakes off him. He's stupid, in a good way. I'll get back to that when I make my final decision. And he's able to trash talk. kind of. All right, buckle up because I'm going to be talking for a hot minute about this. So back to when I said that Justin is stupid in a good way. So Justin can just trash talk Ilya, make him feel emotional because we've seen it against Oliveira, Holloway. They try to just play buddy buddy, kind of not like be disrespectful at all. And if Gaethje can get Ilya to play a little emotional and get a little reckless, then I think Gaethje will win by split decision. Yes, I said it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I took a lot of time editing this. And after Freedom 250, I will have 3 videos lined up for next week that I know of. All right, see you in the next one.